which is pretty decent, I would say. Largely emerging because of the buoyancy in ROW, what we call rest of the world, and US.
But there is still a little bit of grey area about the whole telecom spend itself. Largely the kind of signals that we've got from the other management is that BFSI seems to have done better. Telecom has stabilized from here. For the rest of the year, or for 2010, how do you see the telecom budgets? More so, your majority vertical is the telecom vertical. How do you see those budgets for telecom?
We are cautiously optimistic that they will come up. We are seeing a lot of activity in this part of the world, and if US really catches momentum, then I think we will do all right.
You want to put a number to the kind of growth?
I wish I could.
You want to put a number to it? I just wanted to check with you, what are you doing in terms of hedging? Have you increased your hedges on a quarter-on-quarter basis?
So we are very well hedged. If you look at relevant to our size, we have about 280 million pounds, pound to dollar, at a rate of about 1.8, and $735 million dollar to rupee at 46.3. As you know, we as a policy take hedges right up to 5 years. Obviously, more for the nearer term and less for the future. Our approach is to use hedges strictly to mitigate volatility. We follow hedge accounting, so future hedges, the movement in mark to market is taken to reserves. At the end of this quarter, we have a $14 million profit on our balance sheet from mark to market from our hedges.
Vineet, coming to our favorite topic, I just wanted to check on Satyam. Where are things in Satyam right now? How is it stabilized? Because last time we had spoken to you when CLSA had put out their report, the worries are still there. 1.3 billion, 1.1 billion, 1.4 billion. Where have things stabilized in terms of a revenue run rate?
I would say things have stabilized. What the revenue run rate is, unfortunately, I can't give the numbers at this point of time. But I would say that things have stabilized, and we are cautiously optimistic.
But the fears also have been that, from the kind of order flows that we've seen in Satyam itself, there have been smallish kind of orders, not large kind of orders, and the orders which are going out could be bigger clients. So the fear is that the small orders will not be able to take care of the chunks of holes which will get formed in Satyam.
Raji, there's an evolutionary process here. First was to stop the attrition of clients, the bigger clients. Second was to get embargoes which various clients have imposed upon us and that removed. The third stage was to start winning new business. And fourth one is to start big business. So I think we are in the third stage now. I think the attrition has stopped, I believe. We are now in the process of winning business, albeit in tiny bits, because I presume even the older customer wants to see how the new management is doing. And I'm hopeful that in a few months' time, we will be starting to see large business coming Satyam way. So as I said, I'm cautiously optimistic in so far as Satyam is concerned.
I'm going to push you one more time and ask you, you just said that, new employees are staying back and looking at how the employer has been doing. That could have been the fact, but also the job market is a lot robust than what it was about 6 months ago. So we keep hearing about the number of Satyam CVs which are out in the system. Are you taking any special steps to hold on to attrition, voluntary attrition?
It is true that Satyam CVs were in the market, but that was the aftermath of what happened in January of last year. People did not even know whether the company will exist. Even when we took over, there were certain doubts that whether we will be able to manage it, whether the risks are so high. I mean, any number of things. You know it as well as I do. I think now the employees have started recognizing that we are here to stay, and this company has a future. And in fact, a large number of people who left us are wanting to come back. And we have got a large number of, I see almost every day, any number of people saying, look, we went, we did not know, but we want to come back. So I think it will take time. Please do not underestimate the level of the trauma. It was huge. It was huge for the financial market, for the IT market, and obviously for the employees.
And we are on track to give out the financial statements per June?
Yes.
Sanjay, just wanted to check with you. The utilization levels have come down from the 75%, which was 11-quarter high that we are seeing. Are we taking steps to push it forward? What are the margin levers that we will be pushing in the next 6 months?
Well, we've said that 75% is kind of at the top end of utilization levels that we would like to operate at. As far as margin levers are concerned, I mean, there are some the various well-known ones in this industry. In the fixed price contracts, there is the opportunity to optimize the way you work. As we are getting into larger end-to-end projects, as you get into the managed services bit, there is an opportunity to improve your margins, and of course there is always the opportunity, in our case specifically, to broaden the pyramid, because compared to the rest of the industry, partly because of the nature of work we do, the number of people we've got at the bottom end of the pyramid is not as wide as others, so there is an opportunity there as well.
Okay, Sanjay, we'll leave this quarter with that. I hope next quarter, we see a better market, happy results from you. Over to you, Nayyar. There you have Vineet Nayyar saying that he's cautiously optimistic on Satyam. Sanjay Anand was telling that they still have levers for expansion of margins, but the key thing that's going to be niggling the markets on Monday when it opens is going to be where they have recognized the refund, which is on the top line.
Thanks a lot, Raji, for joining us with that boardroom, the special boardroom with Tech Mahindra. So if you just joined in, the Tech Mahindra results had come out earlier. The net profit is at 172 crores. The top line is at 1,187 crore rupees. The management reiterating over there that despite the restructuring of long-term contracts with Tech Mahindra, with BT, I beg your pardon, they have continue to have a good relationship with BT. They will not tell us exactly how much of the discount that they have given. As far as Satyam is concerned, Vineet Nayyar is saying they're cautiously optimistic. The attrition of clients has stopped. They are positioned to get tiny businesses, and now they will be pushing for larger businesses as far as Satyam is concerned. Well, time for a short break on Reporter's Diary. We'll come back with more news and updates.